It's a different day. So, after almost 10 hours in here, I don't know, but I got a couple things to say. And yeah, I know it's little, but the game just released like a week ago, and I'm still learning about it. There's the good, there's the bad, there's problems that I have to fix, but overall, I probably still recommend it. Anyways, this is my review for Pocket Bravery. Let's go. Let's talk about the good, the bad, some problems I had with the game, and some fixes that I came around. The game is made by a Brazilian studio. It's a small studio, it kind of feels indie, and it's a good thing. It's a full-feature fighting game, meaning that you have your arcade mode, your story mode versus extra modes, unlockables. You have training, a full usable training, effective tutorials, and on top the story mode does give you a tutorial, extra modes to have fun, a shop to unlock colors and other stages, and online features. It's based on GGPO, so it should be effective. They're still working on fixing problems from the online, which is a good thing. They're supporting the stuff, they're constantly updating and trying to figure out some stuff. As of right now, the last update brought a little bit of a great fix to the controller, and I did have a couple issues that I want to go. As a recommendation for a fighting game, I would say, yeah, give it a shot, check it out. It's $20 for the base version on United States, right, on Steam. It's available now, and it's kind of have a lot of stuff. If you go to the arcade mode, you'll see that you have 12 characters plus a guest character, 13 characters, 3 of which are normally locked, but with the last update, they gave you information on how to unlock them, which is really nice to see it right there. This is another one that is locked, and of course the boss character, which is Hector. Another thing, if you see, there is default controllers. It works just like KOF, 4 buttons and accessible. Simple commands, which gives you, the triggers are kind of modifiers, and you can do 1-button specials and supers. When you're using accessible controllers, they retain all the attacks, the 4 buttons of attacks. They just add modifiers onto the other buttons to use specials. And those specials are the ones that suffer from the scaling down on damage. We do have the training, combo factory, shop, and gallery. The shop, like I said, a ton of things to unlock, stages, extra colors, customization, rarities, including a new mode to play the game, which is called Rainbow Edition. That if you boot it up, you'll see gameplay similar to what Super Street Fighter Turbo or the hack. If you ever known about the Rainbow Edition Street Fighter, there was a hack prevalent on different parts of the world that was Street Fighter 2, but super crazy. It just kind of feels like Marvel at some point, right? Hot Pursuit, which I haven't bought, and the character, of course. On top of that, you can go back, customization, get more avatar, titles, and backgrounds. You can get extra stages, which I haven't bought any, but you have a total of 9 extra stages, including the ones that are, plus the ones that are already unlocked. You have 10 more colors that are pretty nice for every character, and even some are throwback to other characters. Like, look at this. This color looks like Terry Bogard, straight out, and these look like Jimmy Lee. But or Jimmy Lee, yeah, one of them. But anyways, but they're cool. There's a Goku color here. Look, who was expecting that? That's a Kyo color. Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of things that is a lot of callbacks, right? You can see on the characters itself, and it's kind of fun to see all that and have this much opportunity to unlock the stuff. That's a Kyo color, which is kind of nice. And then you have its own color for Rio, which is orange. Or Rio. That was the Rio color. And then he has his own color. Characters are unique. There's a favorite grappler over here, Makaya, and then the big guy, the big brawler, is awesome. Sebastian is pretty cool too. On action, I do love the style that the game have as a full game, right? And the pocket aesthetics that it has, it looks really nice on motion. Let's check. The tutorial is divided into 3 parts, which is really nice, and it helps you a lot when learning the game. You can start with the basic page and basic terms, but you'll get all these also from the story mode. Combo Factory is interesting because there's a couple things that is used. Oh, by the way, I didn't show this, but when you go to extra modes, you have trials, and when you go to the trials, there's 10 trials per characters that you can do. Pretty elaborate combos. They're also included as combos for you inside your combo tutorial. Try someone that I actually did a little bit. Nuno is the main character. I couldn't connect that much with him on the story because I mean I'm bad at reading and it just takes forever. But the training does help a lot, and here they are. You got the combos are build your own combo. You can select which trial you want to practice, and while you're practicing this trial, when you do it, you can speed it down so you see the effects at lower speeds. Also, when you're building a combo, it's kind of cool because you can actually select to build your own combo. Maybe not on top of what you have, but you can select for a full list in here to do a combo that you want. I actually have a combo in the list, which is combo number 1 that I created because there's an achievement for us to get a 30 hit combo all together on the on this part. It's interesting to see all these. Some of combos are only they need your recovery and other stuff, or they might need 30% to just work. Not all of them will work at all time, but like this combo will hit completely. And to top it all, this is by the press of select. I didn't have to do this combo while I was doing it myself, which is kind of cool. I really appreciate that because it lets you to make a combo. And then what I wanted to show you is some of the other things that are good things in here. The aesthetic is pretty nice, and you can select your starting position, attack data. You can select it on key display. You can select two ways: the list style, like most commonly seen. Also, it has an arcade style that only show you the movements you are doing, which is kind of nice. And if you want to get into the nitty-gritty, you can turn the collision boxes and keep working from there, which is kind of cool. It's super cool. Super appreciate. I really appreciate all those modes and all those things. So in addition, this game has a couple options to help you with to provide some accessibility options, right? Outside of the control, you being able to remap the system, of course, the language you can select it multiple, including Spanish, Portuguese, and other language. It's kind of cool. We have accessibility options in here, including for column blindness. You can do different types of column blindness, and they're trying to match the percentage. That way they can adjust for what anyone would need, including a high contrast mode to make it easier, right? And that's always welcome. Other cool thing that they have options for scan lines, filters like CRT, grain filter, and monochromatic. So if you like all those, they're built into the game. So to go over some things that on the first week, I have problems with the game trying to recognize the arcade sticks itself. So for some reason, this game didn't like the arcade sticks the day one, and I have problems trying to get my arcade stick working, to the point that I had to reboot the game and disconnect my other controller, try to put up the controller back, because the PC I'm using for gaming is a different PC, so I don't have a keyboard that stays there all the time. I use the controller to navigate, and then I keep the arcade stick onto it. So for me to be able to solve that, lucky for me, they updated a couple things and including stuff. But the first problem I noticed was the recognition. It was really hard, and it was kind of annoying, because even when it was plugged in, it didn't want me to use it. Another problem I had it was storing inputs for some weird reason. It was storing inputs. At some point on the game, I would start moving and hitting buttons, and the buttons wouldn't come out. And it made it difficult for me to keep going, just because the game itself wasn't allowing it. And for some reason, it take a little bit and then dump out all the inputs I had for the last couple frames. It kind of was annoying, because it just felt bad. However, we were able to fix that, and it feels a little better with the current update. But the other thing I had to do to fix it was to actually kind of get out of the game itself, go to the controller options, and make sure I disable the Steam input, because the game was trying to fight it, and it wasn't there. Usually to do that, you need to go to the properties and then go under controllers, and you can select what you want to do over here on the controllers tab for Steam before you load it. That way you can disable it in case you're having problems with any arcade stick or any other peripheral that you might want to use with this game. They also included on September 5th the first patch that they get for this game. They did some adjustment to the input buffer, and it says now to work like any of the main fighting games nowadays. So I think that helped with the input buffering and input storing that it was fighting with the Steam options. That's my opinion, what I found. I still enjoy the game. The other mode that was available was the rainbow mode, and that was fun. That was fun until it wasn't. I played it on stream a little bit, and I complete almost to the last boss on whatever difficulty it is. I think it's midway, but I've definitely got my ass handed to me. And the end, the game it felt like I was fighting a Marvel vs. Capcom character at the end without having the tools to overcome it. And it just kind of made me angry, and just I was kind of a sore loser on stream for a couple hours. But anyways, that things happens, right? When you don't see what to do or anything, especially if you're casual, you just want to have fun. You feel like the mode you were having fun betrayed you. So yeah, it kind of puts a damper on the experience. However, I don't think that was their intention. It's just, it felt kind of out of place because that mode doesn't even have an online mode, even though the mode is a little bit like a Rainbow Edition from Street Fighter, which where you can do fireballs in the air, whatever specials that were centered on being on the floor, you could do it on the air, and it's kind of broken like that. But it was fun. It was fun until it wasn't. Like the last boss was the only thing that took me out of the experience. Training is really useful. Combo Factory is really useful. The shop is fun to unlock stuff, and the extra modes are worth it. And all these you get for 20 bucks, right? I don't know if they're gonna sell the other packets because there's planned 2 seasons for this game of characters that they're gonna introduce, and that's gonna set you up if you want to get the entire game up front to help them. That's gonna set you up 30 bucks for the complete season. But again, you can wait to start and the game if you like it. You can do $20 and get it done. And solid story mode, solid arcade mode as a casual, which is kind of what I look most of the time. This is a good place to start. If it wasn't that punishing, the rainbow mode will be perfect. You also have online. No, don't forget about that. You can jump online, and it's apparently based on GPO, so you can actually do casual, rank match, and even do friendlies and invites, like, which is normal nowadays. But let's face it, it's a new team, so we are surprised. They're currently working actively to fix all these online problems, and they do have a Discord that you can just report things and get and give them the opportunity to try to get back to you. This is gonna be what it is. I'm just glad that we have it. The game is out now on Steam. Possibility of coming later to PlayStation 5 and the other consoles, and it's fun, right? It's fun. It's a little bit for 20 bucks. Even doing the story mode and the arcade, that's kind of good for me. And then you can always jump online. Also, the only thing I wish is that it was a little bit less cumbersome to kill the last boss on rainbow mode, because that actually kind of tilted me. But again, things that happens, things that they can learn for the future, and it can help make a better product. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully this helps and to sway your decision. And I would still, even though the last stream I seemed like I was mad at the game and I'm done with it, I would still recommend these to people to pick it up. It seems solid. It's a solid offering for the entry price of $20. If you like the aesthetic and you like KOF, it does play a little bit. I think the most thing I can say, it does play most likely like KOF 13. They do let you combo into grabs and other stuff, and it's fun. It's overall fun. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you liked the video, and see you next time. Hey, I totally forgot the last line there. Anyways, don't forget to have fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye.